just tell me to be careful? Okay, that was so stupid. I'm done. We're not filming an episode now.
We're done. All right, good job. The reason why I wanted to do this because this song's like sticky, icky.
Oh
sticky,
god, I wasn't
icky.
even paying attention to the song.
Yeah.
Okay.
I figured.
Anyways,
Sorry.
you're a mess.
I am a mess.
The song got you all discombobbled.
Sorry,
You're
guys.
kerfuffled. Good.
Hi.
Now I hear the song. Thanks.
If you can hear the song.
Oh, you will. You'll be able to hear it. What did you get me?
It's called the Nim's Kiss or something.
Okay.
But you can't. So if you ever come here, we are at Second Story in Covington.
Mm-hmm.
My buddy works here, but he is currently out on tour. It's good for them. They're
Yeah.
Obsidian Mind, you
Yeah.
know. They're a metal band, so you know.
Eclectic taste.
Yeah, but they are a good metal band.
Okay.
So if you like that kind of thing, look them up. But
Yeah.
he's out on tour. He's normally working right now, but he's not here. So that is a Nimskis thing. I don't know, but it's instead it's made with soda water.
Oh, okay.
Does it taste good?
Yeah, it's not bad. Would you like? Okay. Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm spilling beer on myself. I have, of course,
Thanks.
Banquet beer. If you're a fan of beer in general, you know. Oh, I got her foot too. And yeah. So sorry about 420.
Technical difficulty issues.
Technical difficult. Not 420 issues.
And not Joe's fault.
And not my fault.
Yep. We did film something.
We did film something. That also went wrong. It was just a total disaster of a
It
day.
was.
So when I did ask, I said it's either going to be the Titanic or
Yep.
the
You did.
whatever the hell it was.
Titanic or a train wreck?
Titanic or train wreck.
It's not-
We were
I
the
got-
Hindenburg. That's what we were.
I now got to double check it to make sure
Okay,
because like
double check.
I'm
Is
like
it working?
slightly.
Is it on?
It is, but like
Not
I
on
can't
slow-mo?
tell if it. I have no idea if it's on slow mode. I'm pretty sure it's not because I checked it before I hit play.
All right.
So, but let's not make it super long and we'll be okay.
All right. We're just, hope for the best, I guess.
Pretty much.
So yeah, we're up here on Second Story. Below here is axe throwing. So if you want to come out and do axe throwing, have a night of that, make sure you all come here.
Get your aggression out.
Yeah, do something.
Yeah.
It's really pretty. There's a really cool looking church over there that has two giant, like if you're looking at Covington and you see the two giant
Steeples?
steeples, I guess.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, they're both steeples.
yeah, that church is right there. Madison Theater and Madison Live is over that way, and that's also where they have a lot of restaurants and things like that.
Yep. Braxton's is right around the corner. Our favorite pizza place is right around the corner.
Dewey's right down there. They serve Dewey's here. See, there's all kinds of stuff to do around here.
Right here in Northern Kentucky.
Right here in Northern Kentucky. I know, Cincinnati's right there. You can see it,
You
if
can.
you kind of go over that corner over there. But yeah, so
It's a nice little area.
yeah. So yeah, I don't know. We can talk about 420, I guess.
You can.
All right.
It's our plan.
Yeah, I'm kind of, we had a conversation. I'm kind of glad the other day didn't go right.
Joe was in a mood.
I'm in a mood. Sorry. I'm
okay.
not a fan of the things going on in my life at the moment, but
It's understandable.
Um,
But like we said in our third episode, maybe it was the fourth one, you got to work through your emotions.
Yeah.
You got to work through your feelings. You got to work through your shit.
yeah, I just don't want to put that out on here because
that's
I would
totally
like
understandable.
I would like the vibes of Cincinnati to be a good thing. So
Absolutely.
I'm glad it didn't work.
Correct.
So sorry to everybody it didn't work. We'll
Oh,
do
it
one,
was-
we promise.
Normally when that stuff happens, I freak out, but this time I was like,
Yeah,
it's whatever. We live and we learn.
It's a learning thing. Will you
Yeah.
do me one favor?
Yeah.
Will you look at the camera and make sure that the we're not having like a telescope submarine?
Yeah.
Can you do that?
How about you go look this time because I looked
Put
last
it
time.
down. It's right now.
Oh my god. I mean, it was like slightly in it, but
Oh, it's definitely in it, but it's
Okay.
okay. It looks fine.
nope.
It looks fine.
I can easily just put it down here. Oh my god. It's fine.
Anyways. Yeah, so 420. Marijuana.
Yeah.
We have caveats to this one. We have to say this, I think, for legalities.
Caveats and disclosures.
We are not endorsing any types of drug use.
Correct.
We are not endorsing any types of stupidity,
Correct.
as in like dumb behavior. You're supposed to be a responsible adult.
Correct.
So don't think that we're sitting here saying like, hey,
Joe and Lisa told us to do drugs.
Right, I did not tell you
We
to
did
go do
not tell you
drugs.
to
I
do
told you to be a
drugs.
responsible adult.
Yes. Like we have stated before.
I currently literally will pee in a cup and be negative. I have had zero weed,
Good to know, I guess.
I'm just saying I've had zero weed, so I'm not saying this as like, somebody who is I don't.
You're not stoned all the time. You're not
I'm
a
not
pothead.
stoned all the time. I'm not a pothead. I didn't consume marijuana for 32 years of my life. Mm-hmm. All I did was, drink. I'm not saying, don't drink alcohol. Just
Correct.
maybe watch yourself,
Put you in the hospital.
It will, yeah. Because that's where I ended up there once and I had to back off and I was like, okay. And then
Same.
I ended up there again and, once again I was told, actually the first time I was told to slow down, the second time I was told that I wasn't going to make it. So,
Right.
and I was in an immense amount of pain. So then I decided that I'm going to do something different. And that's when I got a hold of my little, hippie friend down there in Nashville who brought over some Rice Krispie treats. And the rest was history. But
There you
this isn't, sorry.
You're move it so you're more comfortable.
Well, no, I don't want it to hit my chain, bruh.
Your chain, bruh.
My chain, bruh.
I mean, if it hits your chain, it hits your chain.
But no, so with that, don't, we'll go this way because I do want this to be a good one.
Yeah, we want this to be educational.
Um,
If you decide to listen all the way through. If
Right.
you're closed-minded and you're not going to listen all the way through, then stop watching.
yeah, just stop watching.
Because there's no point.
Right. I was getting ready to say I'm a scientific person, but I'm also a spiritual person, right? Like, one thing that the Bible says is not to pass judgment on others.
Correct.
I know a lot of people, especially the older generations, that were taught weed's bad, right? And
It's a gateway drug.
right. No, it's not. No, it's not. How are you supposed to talk about something you've never done?
This
right?
is true.
It's just not. It's not at all.
Correct.
If you have an addictive personality,
Yes.
that's on you though, right?
That's your genetics.
That's on you. But if you don't and you're capable of handling yourself, the and I say I have one person in mind, and I always say it because that person, I respect them as a human being, and then they're very successful, they're great. But if you mention marijuana, they'll kick you out of your house. And the funny thing is like you call yourself a Christian, but you're sitting there saying that somebody can't do something that is helpful for them.
Yeah.
I know it's not helpful for people.
Judgment.
Well, not only that, chemical compounds
That too.
in the name of pharmaceuticals, because that's actually where I got I haven't even taken an ibuprofen in 3 years.
That's a whole nother subject. We'll have to touch on it another
That's
time.
a whole nother subject. I mean, I'm not saying all medication is bad,
Correct.
but really think about what you're doing to yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're taking chemicals.
Yeah, you have to
and
be
you're
aware.
putting it in your body.
Yeah, you have to be aware of what you're putting in your body because your body is a temple.
Yeah, you need to watch what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like
You only got one.
you only got one. I mean, we get one shot at this thing called life that we're currently in, I think.
Yeah.
Yep, there you are.
Do you want to do it again just to make sure?
Not a simulation.
Okay.
Maybe. But yeah, so with all of this, we're not professionals on any of this. We're not doctors.
Nope.
But the funny thing is if you talk to a doctor, they're not going to be able to really tell you much about this anyways because they don't know either. They're not taught this.
Correct.
No one's taught anything about weed.
No.
Period.
No.
I will say that if you prolong your use of anything, any substance, it's going to have an effect on you in some way.
Yeah, one way or the other.
Your mentality, your mental clarity, whatever, it's going to mess with you in some way. Even alcohol will do that.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? So like,
and I'll admit, I used to be very closed-minded, and it probably wasn't until my sister and I moved to where we were, and during COVID, the guy who lives above us, him and his fiance, he works in the medical field, and I just remember one day being at home, and I was like, God, why does it smell like a skunk in my house? And I was like, oh. And that really kind of just like opened my eyes a little bit, because I was like, okay, if someone in the medical field is doing it, then maybe it's not that bad of an idea. Or like, it just made me more curious.
Yeah, on the lines of your downstairs neighbor, upstairs neighbor,
Upstairs.
upstairs neighbor, my upstairs neighbor. Talk about him. He's never going to see this, which is unfortunate. I wish he would.
It'd be cool if he does.
It would be cool if he saw it and he like reached out and said, "Hey, dude, I saw it.
Yeah.
It was great living above you, right? You know."
Yeah.
So me and my friends have a marijuana growing facility in Michigan where it's legal, and we only sell to hospitals for cancer patients and fatally ill patients.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, with people that are closed-minded. If that bothers you, also stop watching this, because I really don't want you to really listen to me in general, because people need help.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? So I happened to be in Michigan one day, and they had their new stuff, and my one buddy came out in the middle of a party at like 1 o'clock in the morning with a leaf blower and sunglasses on and started walking around, and I said, "What's wrong with him?" And he goes, my buddy goes, "Oh, that's our new stuff." And I went, "Oh, wow. Okay." And so they gave me a large amount of it, and I don't smoke anything. I mean, if you do, it's cool, but I don't.
Teach their own.
Yeah, I'll hit like a weed pen every once in a while. But,
Yeah.
You know. I went back home down in Nashville, and I was getting ready for the last game of the season that year, which was against Baltimore. And it was a later game, so it was like noon, and I was taking a shower, I was getting ready, and I was in a small little crappy apartment bathroom, and I could hear my upstairs neighbors screaming and like wigging out.
Yeah.
And the one that got me was he started like praying to God to come help him. So I was like, okay, this isn't normal.
Right.
I failed to mention my upstairs neighbor had Tourette's.
Oh, okay.
Real bad. I mean, he had Tourette's real bad.
Okay.
To where like we would be like, if we were filming one of these in my old apartment, we'd be sitting there talking like this, and so you hear fuck, you know, like, and like it was. I do gotta say this. So if you know Deftones and the song 7 Words, I was playing it on guitar for him one time. I was like, this is after this event, but I was like, "Hey, dude, sing with me," and we started going, and I started playing Deftones 7 Words. So if you know what I'm saying. During the course of that song, it was hitting perfectly with him, and he loved it. He came downstairs and gave me a hug after this, but that's only for you music lovers out there who really know what I'm saying.
Back to the bathroom.
But I could hear him praying to God and wigging out, so I started screaming through the ceiling, and I had never said a word to this guy.
Yeah.
I was like, "Hey, dude, are you okay?" And he literally was like, I was like, "Whoa." And so I was like, "Well, I'm going to go grab my stuff.
Right.
What's the worst that could possibly happen?" And I ran up and I grabbed the bag, and I went up to his door, and his girlfriend answered, and like the door was like this,
Yeah.
and she's like, "What?" And I was like, "Give this to him." And she was like, "What is it?" And I was like, "Well, let's not be childish. Give this to him; it'll calm him down." And I heard the
Yeah.
and I didn't hear a peep out of him for about 3.5 weeks.
Oh shit.
And when I got back from watching the game that Cincinnati won, I think, yeah, they won that game.
Yeah.
I got back, and his girlfriend walked up to me. She was walking her dogs, and she came up, and she was like literally like kind of tearing up and hugged me. And she was like, "I've never seen him calm down like that before."
Oh wow.
And I was like, "It works."
Yeah.
Right? It works. The worst part was when I told my friends this, they told me that, that's a great story, and they like to hear that about their product. But what's really funny is I gave away about $3,000 worth of weed.
Shit.
So if you hear this story, bud, you're welcome.
Yeah.
But
That just shows you did it out of the goodness of your heart.
yeah, I don't care.
Money's just a number.
Whatever. Who gives
Yeah.
a shit? It's just money.
Exactly.
It's a number on the internet. But yeah, so along this line of doing marijuana stuff, like, I work out extremely hard. I can tell when I don't have marijuana in my system because it hurts.
Yeah.
There's reasons why all the major, professional sports leagues don't test for it.
Right. Well, you can also just notice because your self-awareness. Well, you're self-aware, but like I don't want to say like your emotions are off, but like you're not yourself.
No,
like, you
I'm
can
not.
tell a difference.
Yeah, I'm not myself. I mean, like, I like to be a happy person.
Yeah.
It makes me a happy person. Wow. Like, you know,
Yeah.
why would that be a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing.
I can't wait for them to legalize it because I honestly don't enjoy walking around Cincinnati and smelling, you know, weed all the time.
Right.
So
Well,
once
it's become illegal in Ohio, but like for it to go through the proper channels to
I'm talking about like the full thing, so that
oh,
people can get gummies
in
and
the United States, yeah.
well, that too. But I mean,
So people can buy it
right when people are like, oh, don't legalize weed. I don't want everything to smell like marijuana. Like it won't.
won't.
You can literally go, if you can go buy gummies and go buy weed pens that don't smell like it, it's better for everyone.
Right.
So,
Like they make them like candy.
right. You like them.
Yeah.
Which brings up my next point.
Okay.
If you're going to sit here and talk shit about weed, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're going to talk shit about weed and you're going to be like, I had a really bad experience because I ate way too much and I didn't like it, it's like, well, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
I allegedly gave you 10 milligrams,
yeah. Yeah.
allegedly.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'll be fine. I went, okay.
I'm pretty sure I wanted to take 1/4, and you're like, just take half, and I was like, okay.
Yeah. No, you said you wanted to eat the whole thing. And I was
No,
like, no.
I did not. I didn't. No, I know for sure I did not want to eat the whole thing. I know that much.
Well,
Anyways,
we were at a certain event.
yes. During the summertime.
During
at
the
that.
summertime, downtown.
Yes. And it also just rained, so it was very humid.
Yeah, it was hot.
The weather definitely played a factor.
So we're sitting there watching this event. Mm-hmm. We won't say,
Okay.
will we?
We can. I don't care.
Okay.
A couple of one of our good friends was there, so.
Yeah, a few of our friends were there. So we were down on the practice fields watching Trey Hendrickson absolutely do an onslaught of defensive incredibleness.
Yeah.
And had 12 sacks during a practice against Green Bay, and we were sitting up in the stands.
There's also a kerfuffle in there, if I remember correctly, between the two teams.
Yeah, I think there was.
I think so. Anyways.
Who knows? Who cares?
Anyways. Continue.
Men. So I looked down at you and I was like, "How you doing down there?" And you're like,
No. I'm not okay. Everything feels like it's on fire.
"Yeah." I was like, "Okay," and you know, we watched some of the practice, and I was like, "Okay, I think it's time to go."
Yeah.
You know, and you know, I had to walk out of there, but
Walk around.
walk around, you know, whatever. But it's all about a learning experience.
It is.
You know.
And I knew I was going to be fine after I
Right.
got out of my own head because I was with someone that I trusted, I think mentally and emotionally, to walk me through it.
For anybody that's new to using any of these things, the number one rule to remember, it'll all end.
Yes.
It's
It'll
all going
be
to come to
fine.
an end. So if you're freaking out, just
And know how much you can take.
just breathe. Remember to breathe.
Yep.
And just sit there.
Yeah.
Just calmly, just relax.
Right.
Yeah, because once you figure out how to like, you know what I mean? It's not going to be for everybody either. you know?
Correct.
Just like drinking's not for everybody.
Correct. Ooh, we hear fireworks. Something
Oh,
happens.
the Reds did something.
The Reds
are
did
playing
something.
right now. That's a home run. But yeah,
It also depends on what kind you take as well.
right, yeah. You know, there's multiple strands. You were saying that like you were in your head and stuff like that. So the one that you had was a sativa. If you're not in the know on the different strands, sativa can give you paranoia. They all can, but sativa
Amplifies
really
it.
can. Like I said, they all can. It just depends on how it hits. You know, certain things. hit you,
Correct. And I would say that's probably the first time I've experienced paranoia in a really long time outside of being sick. Because when you, at least for me, when I am sick, it is very much a mental and physical battle. Dealt with that in March, and
Yeah.
I don't ever want to deal with that again.
Right.
But I also know that that was the first time outside of being sick dealing
Yep.
with it.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Sativa is good for like, you know, if you're a
Quickness and sharpness is what I felt.
yeah, like you're going to feel your
Not the first time,
Your
but-
mental focus is incredible. So like if you have a job that you do that like you need to be clicking and like really quick at stuff.
Yeah.
You know, don't do these things while you're at work. But like, you know, when like you get a time to like just relax and do whatever.
You want to clean your whole house?
Right. Like
Take sativa.
it'll make you go. I mean, before I did any of these things, I would say that for a person like me, my brain was nothing but like a big hairball. And then after I started doing it, like just a straight line of ideas came out
Yeah.
and creativity came out. And it really changed the game for me.
Yeah.
Like I excelled at my career. I excelled at being an engineer. Everything.
Yeah.
It really, I excelled at being a person in general. It just made me better.
Yeah.
So, don't be closed-minded.
Correct.
Because I was, and
See? I was too.
turned it around.
Yeah. So that you were saying that's sativa. What's the other one?
Yeah, so sativa, is good for energy. Sativa, keeps you up. There's the hybrid, which is in the middle of these two. Like the hybrids, they hit you, in waves. It's a little different. The other one's indica. A way to remember that's in the couch.
Okay.
But it's good for like relaxing. Like for me, like, I don't sleep hardly at all right now.
Right.
But
So instead of taking melatonin, take an indica.
yeah, take an indica. Because melatonin eventually is going to start, you're going to get used to it and it's going to start wearing on you, which...
Well, and there's been properties in melatonin that have been found to not be great also.
Right, yeah, like, so try an indica gummy. It's like a good spot for like somebody whose brain is always running like mine is. It just is a good spot to rest and just stop for a second. And it's like a I wouldn't say recess, but it's just like a nap.
It's a calming
It's
sense.
just sitting on the beach for your brain.
Yeah, there you go.
It's just
It's
sitting on the
sitting
beach
in
for
your
your
happy
brain.
place where you know you can be the most relaxed.
Yeah, it just relaxes you, and you can sleep well. You can do all those things. It relaxes your muscles. It also takes away inflammation, like all weed does, but it takes away inflammation. So, like, if you work out heavily,
Yeah.
take some sativa before you go to the gym, and be careful because you are lifting heavy things. But like,
Yeah, be
when
responsible.
you know your limits, you can really utilize this stuff, right? Like, I was, a few months ago, I was like, I wonder what's going to happen if I take sativa and go to the gym.
Yeah.
I would like eat a sativa gummy and go for runs. So like halfway through a run, I'd be like, why am I so happy? Oh yeah, I ate a weed gummy. But the sun's brighter all of a sudden.
That your endorphins are going as is because you're running.
Right. And yeah, so like if you're going to the gym or something like that, man, like I'm telling you, it really does make a difference. I mean, like as long as you're not too high. If you're too high, then you don't want to do anything.
Then you're stoned.
Right, you're stoned. But yeah.
I would say both give you a good feeling.
Yeah, it's just, learning which ones are for you. And, I've told a few of our friends this, who are new users.
Yeah.
But, and we're adults.
We are adults.
So, when it comes to having sex, indica is your friend. Like seriously, like if you're like I said this to one of our friends. I said, dude, if you're in a marriage and you've been married for a while and like, you have kids and stress and jobs and blah,
Spice it up a little bit.
if you want to like really get back into like you two being in a great relationship and like making the bedroom more fun again, you know what I'm saying? Fucking eat some weed gummies.
Yeah.
Indica in particular, and then,
Yeah.
don't call me afterwards. I don't want to hear about it.
No,
but I am
obviously
well
not.
aware it's going to make it better.
Well, I was
going
gonna say, I remember texting some of our friends, and I remember saying I felt like indica gave you more of like a cooling, tingling feeling, and sativa was more of like a warm, tingling feeling. So,
Yeah.
I think it just depends on the person, but
Yeah, it just depends on the person. Depends on what
Yeah.
you like. Yeah, everybody's different.
yes.
But yeah, remember that, indica's, indica, game changer.
Yeah.
But yeah, and like I said, it's not for everybody.
Right. And again, we're just having a conversation about it to bring awareness to it and make people aware, as well
Yeah.
as
I
give
mean,
you a
these are-
chance to be educated. But if you actually want to sit down and have a conversation with us about us, then reach out to us so that like you're not just like jumping at us and being like,
Right, yeah, like,
actually
sorry.
have a conversation with us.
No one's an expert on this because
No.
they are just now legalizing it. So like no one really like truly knows because they haven't done that many scientific studies on it unless they had and figured out that they'd make a lot of money on it and they didn't want to screw over one of their industries.
I mean, that's
But
possible.
they would
But
never do
also,
that.
sometimes a holistic approach is needed in life.
Right. Like, sorry, I got tired of taking medicine.
Yeah.
I got, tired of doctors telling me I'm going to die.
Yeah. I mean, diet and exercise can only do so much for you.
Yeah. Like,
So sometimes you have to try other things.
yeah. Sometimes you got to try different stuff.
Right.
And, whatever.
Yeah.
If it grows out of the ground, generally it's okay. Don't do cocaine.
I mean, there's plants around us.
Yeah,
Go eat a
don't do
leaf.
cocaine, dude. Just
No,
stay away
well,
from
yeah,
cocaine.
don't do that.
There's too much fentanyl. I know it grows out of the ground. I always tell people, like, stick to things that grow out of the ground. Don't do any other drugs than that.
You want to eat a leaf?
No, but if you don't like weed, don't eat salad.
That's true. Salad can kill you.
Can't. But it's a fucking plant, guys. Like, it's a plant. Like,
Yes.
like if you're in a tiffy about a fucking plant, I think you need better things to worry about.
Well, if you're in a tiffy about a plant, I'm gonna worry that you're in a tiffy about other things. That then is just gonna cause me. I don't want to judge you, but it's gonna cause me to be leery of like your choices and decisions.
Yeah. Yeah, just be open-minded, man.
And I'm
like,
a very open-minded person, and I'm very
what?
kind. And
Yeah.
but if I'm getting an odd vibe, then sorry, fuck off.
Right. Hey, what's the? I said this. I forgot this. I forgot to say this. What is the first line in the Bible?
God created the heavens and the earth.
And he didn't create chemical compounds and pharmaceuticals to make trillions of dollars.
Ooh, this is true.
So anything that's man-made, isn't like putting those things together.
Yeah.
Probably isn't very good for you.
Yeah.
Just keep that in mind. You know, like there's reasons why they outlawed it back in the day.
And well, and
Just follow the money, guys.
Right, everything can kill you. That's why you have to do stuff in moderation.
Zero people have died from marijuana.
There
but
you go. Exactly.
Zero. Unless you're doing something stupid, which then if that's your...
Or if it was laced with something.
It was laced, yeah. You got to be careful. Don't buy stuff off the street unless you know that person. Drug dealers won't kill off their money in flux.
This is true. You're
Drug
right.
dealers won't do that. So, you know.
Yeah.
Also, you know, it is legal
In
in Ohio. Fucking Kentucky. I will not go down a political road.
No.
I
You
will
tried
not
to
go down a
last time,
political
and I
road.
just let you because I was like, all right, whatever.
I will not. Andy Bashir, get your head out of your ass. I will not go down
Not
that.
going down a political road.
They're trying in Kentucky.
They are.
They're doing the steps in order to make it
There
legalized.
you go.
I am tired of bureaucratic bullshit of let's do all this paperwork and then just fucking do it, dude. Like, make it better for humanity.
I'm aware.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do as a politician?
I don't know. Probably.
I think that's what they were supposed to do at the very
Probably.
beginning of it, not make it worse for humans.
Probably. I mean, let's go back to the
That's
Constitution.
not. Yeah,
Let's
that's not.
Anyways.
We can't say that on here.
Anyways.
But yeah, you know, I'm not. Once again, caveat: we're not saying go do drugs. We're saying, you know, if you're open to it, go do your thing.
Right. And do it with people that you trust.
Yeah, do it with your friends.
And
Sit around a campfire.
Do it where, yeah, exactly. Do it
Fire.
where you're comfortable.
Yeah.
For my first time, honestly, just walking around Cincinnati with Joe was nice because it gave me a chance to enjoy the city.
Oh yeah.
And
Dude,
whatnot. But I've also done it.
It makes everything. It makes you appreciate things more too.
Yes.
So like,
1,000%.
you know, I've been playing music my whole life, and I wish I had done this sooner because it made me appreciate music differently.
Yeah.
And
It's made me appreciate my faith more.
yeah,
It's helped me.
It'll bring you closer to yeah.
Yeah, it's helped me open my mind a little bit more, which is not a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with having questions in your faith walk. So it made me appreciate on a personal level the love and the just goodness that the Lord provides for me.
Obviously, the Lord's talking to us. The bells went off right when you
know.
said that. Wow.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I know he talks to me.
It gave me a better just view of life.
Yeah. Oh, 1,000%, yeah.
Like, sorry, Bengals. I like to go to Bengals games and just be absurdly out of my mind because.
But you were also in control of it,
Yeah.
whereas people who are absurdly drunk are
Right,
not.
they're not. I mean, come on, guys.
They're
Like,
not.
I'm sorry. People that are high on weed literally are just gonna stand there and just be like,
Right.
okay, bro.
It might
Like,
look like there's no lights on, but there's lights on.
no, I'm just sitting there enjoying
Whereas
the
somebody
game.
who's drunk, the lights are not on.
Right. Look how many fights start because fucking somebody's drunk. Like
Yep.
when I'm
Yep.
when I'm high,
Yeah.
I'm just like
You're just having a good old time.
yo, yeah.
Yeah.
If your vibes aren't right, I'm gonna walk away from you because I
Exactly.
don't care.
Yep.
Like you're not bringing me down, dude.
No.
Like,
No,
nope.
absolutely not.
But yeah,
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
no. I was going to say, you know, you were saying that things open your mind. This isn't. We're not going to do that on this episode.
Correct.
But I do want to say this to our veterans. and our veteran brothers out there
Mm-hmm.
and sisters, if you are having issues with PTSD or anyone in general that has had traumatic experiences,
Correct.
look into marijuana and things like that, but really look into psilocybin and mushrooms. And I'm sure there are a lot of people that are hearing this right now and being like, oh my God, you're fucking insane. No, I'm not.
No.
Seriously, if you've been through some shit and you need to just make it okay, look into doing mushrooms. And that's a whole different topic. I just want to throw that out there. If I was a doctor, I would literally have a place where I just do studies on psilocybin on people who have PTSD or like been through traumatic experiences.
Yeah.
That's a different conversation, but
Right.
I just remember that for anybody that has gone through those things, remember those.
Right.
Remember
and then
that.
you had mentioned last time something about still in lines of the different types that have stuff added to them. Delta.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. And I mean this, and I mean this very harshly. Stop doing Delta 8 and Delta 9. I understand it comes from hemp. It comes from the hemp. Like, it comes from hemp. It's a derivative of the hemp, and it comes from all that. But if you look at the chemical compounds and what they do, they have a hydrogen bond in there, and they go whoop with it, which makes it synthetic, and it's not good for you.
Okay.
It's not good for you. It changes the chemicals, like the chemical scheme of it, and it's synthetic, right? So it's been processed. And if you do regular marijuana compared to Delta 8, it's like borderline mushrooms.
Okay.
It's borderline mushrooms. I mean, like, it's borderline mushrooms without the crazy like mental stuff. But like,
Okay.
with that said, I love Delta 8. I love doing Delta 8
Right.
because it puts you in it's just wild. It's a wild experience. But
Right.
don't do it. It's not good for you.
So if you're gonna do it in small doses or very low moderation.
I mean, I do it every once in a while. Like, somebody hands me a Delta 8, I'm like, yeah, okay, sure,
Right.
whatever. I'll go on a wild ride today. But keep it very limited. Very, very limited.
Yeah.
Kind of like alcohol. Keep it limited.
Exactly.
I know we love to tailgate, but the funny thing is we don't really we'll drink.
No.
I'll do shots at the old trailer.
Ever since June 2nd of 2023, when a dear friend of ours handed me a cup and was like, "Here, drink this." And I was like, "What is it?" And he's like, "It's 6 shots." And I was like, "Okay."
Well, that's
yeah,
on you.
I'm well aware of that.
Okay.
And I do not blame our dear friend. But after 30 minutes, I was like, fucked up.
Yeah.
And then 30 minutes later, was like, you have to sober the fuck up, or you're going to be denied entry.
Yeah.
And that was the highly anticipated game.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I have to get in. And then by the time I got in and everything, I was sober. But to go from that high to that low really quick, I can only imagine if I was still somewhat intoxicated to feel that emotion range even more. So
yeah, no. I'm not saying I don't get drunk. Hell,
correct.
Hell,
Same. Wine drunk Lisa's fun.
I look at me every time I go to an FCC game.
Yeah, this is true.
My bartenders hook me up
Yeah.
with my level of intoxication.
Right. Yes, I'm well aware.
How many times have you had to come get me from that stadium?
Two times. 2 times. Well, the first game that we went to together.
I think every time I've been to that stadium, you've had to come get me.
No, I mean the games that we've been to,
counts.
Okay, well then 3 times.
Yeah, every time I've been to the stadium, she's had to come get me. Oh, not the last time.
No, the last 2 times, no. The last game we went to, you were fine, and my birthday party thing that happened, you were fine. But then the 2 times before that, yes.
Yeah, I'm a train wreck whenever I'm there.
It's okay.
But that's like, I like drinking.
That's why you have to have people who support you.
Right. I'm not banning drinking.
No.
I'm not putting it down. Just
Oh,
everything in
I'm
moderation.
sure Joe's waiting for the day that I get really wine drunk or just drunk in general, and I just bomb his phone because I know that's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
It's either gonna be him or my best friend in Colorado, and she's in Colorado. She's not gonna be able to do anything except laugh at me.
Yep.
So
There'll be a lot of screenshots.
oh, I hate you so much. Now there's screen records because my dumbass would probably call FaceTime.
Yeah.
No.
But
You gotta do stuff in moderation.
Yeah, moderation. Be a responsible person.
Yep.
Don't act a fool out here.
Be a responsible adult. That was the other thing. You were talking about age and
Yes. Thank you for
When.
bringing that up. So along with age, Scientifically, you can't argue this science unless science is wrong. The Earth is flat. Just kidding.
Okay.
Um,
We're not moving.
no, I figured that one out.
I know.
I forgot
Okay.
about gravity.
Okay. Okay.
Well, no, like
Anyways,
gravity keeps everything in place.
we're
and
not
then
rabbit trailing. I know. We're not rabbit trailing. Age.
So, scientifically, men are matured mentally at the age of 25. Women are matured mentally, I think, at 21. Somewhere in there.
I'm going to say 30 for men.
Maybe now.
Anyways.
Either way. So, I said this to my buddy the other day, too. And he's a younger guy, but I said this to him. I said, man, he goes, man, I don't really do weed anymore because I've been doing it since I was really young and blah, blah, blah. And now that I need to, like, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And I said, good. Stop doing weed, please. Yeah. In all honesty, I would say if I were you, I wouldn't touch marijuana until I at least am 30. Mm-hmm. And that's for both men and women.
Yeah.
Reason why is because you have to mature as a human being. Mm-hmm. You have to go through things as a human being.
Correct.
To become the person you're supposed to be.
Correct.
You can't mask it all with booze and weed.
Correct.
Can't. You have to go through things.
Right.
You have to feel stress. You have to feel things.
You do. You can't use coping mechanisms,
Right.
whatever it is.
Right. And I'm not downplaying it. It's not like I haven't.
Correct.
If I knew what I knew now.
Same.
You know? But I say this to my cousin all the time who's 17. I'm like, hey man, just when you get older, just try to live life as best you can through your 20s. Mm-hmm. And let life hit you. Mm-hmm. Because trust me, when you turn 30, it's going to hit you hard.
It's going to hit you again. But you have at least 10 years of adulthood under your belt now.
Yes, you'll be able to handle it. Mm-hmm. And not have to resort to doing anything, correct. Right? So then when you get there and you've worked hard and you've felt life and you've experienced life, when you get there and you're like, wow, I can handle this.
Yeah.
Then, hey, pop a weed gummy.
I would agree with that because I think what I've dealt with so far this year, I think if I didn't go through my 20s and experience what I've been through in my 20s and felt everything, I wouldn't be able to handle what I've gone through for this year so far.
Right. I mean, I'm not having a great time in life.
Right.
But is what it is.
Yeah.
Like
you just have to ride the roller coaster for right now. And we don't have to dive into that because I don't want to dive into my personal shit.
Well, like I don't really talk personal things on here.
We're not going to.
I do want to say the thing about the ex-girlfriend thing.
That's fine.
And this goes for anybody, but if you're going through like heartbreak, marijuana kind of makes it better.
Yeah, I will agree with that.
Yeah, marijuana just kind of makes it better.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, I mean.
Girl, you better hurry up and get back.
Yeah, okay. I will agree with that. She'll because stop derailing my train.
Maybe one day.
Stop motherfucking derailing my train. Damn, Joe.
I finally did it to you. You do it to me all the time.
No, you've done it to me a few times, and it's fueled by frustration. So, no, I would agree with that because, back in February, I would say that I dealt with some heartbreak and went to go meet up with some friends and started driving and then was like, oh, I can't drive. Never mind. I was like, sorry guys, I can't make it out. See you at the next one.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. No, it's no, like really, like, and not just
right.
It doesn't have to do with just ex-girlfriends, ex-boyfriends.
Any type of heartbreak.
Anything, man. Like,
yes.
Really, what made me move back to Cincinnati was I was sitting at my cousin's funeral, and he passed away from cancer at a young age. And I was sitting at my cousin's, and I was like, I've been gone for 10 years. I think it's about time I come home.
Yeah. We had started hanging out more and, like, talking more in general at that point, too. And I could tell.
Yeah. And, I mean,
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is.
But life is going to hit you regardless of whatever you do. It does
Absolutely.
not matter.
It's not on our timeline.
It's not on our timeline. But there are things... It's not on our timeline.
Correct.
Somebody else has these things planned.
Yes.
It's going to be however that plan is going to be.
Absolutely.
And the first line in the Bible is,
God created the heavens and the earth.
and he probably put plants on it too, right?
He did.
Oh my goodness gracious.
He also told man and woman to rule over the earth and have authority.
So, it's a plant. There are things here to help you.
Yep.
Remember that.
Right.
There's things here to help you. Utilize what's here to help you.
Correct. And before you go and comment some nonsense, come and talk to us.
Yeah. Hey, instead of commenting nonsense, be like, hey, you know, I really liked what you said here, or I didn't like what this was,
Yeah.
but I like this.
Yes.
Say something, you know, with substance and something
Give
that's
us some
educated,
type of
please.
feedback. Yes.
If you're going to talk to me, you better be fucking educated.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, I don't give fucking time to nonsense.
No, this is true.
Like,
I think one time I said something stupid and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I will
Sorry.
straight look at somebody and be like, are you fucking kidding me?
Stared through my soul.
Do not care. Like,
You literally stared
sorry,
through
you're a
my
moron.
soul.
Either get away from me or fucking get
Okay.
educated.
Okay.
Not you. You know what I'm saying?
Obviously. I was like, if you talk to me like that, we're going to have an issue. You know, damn
I've had
well.
to talk to a few people like that lately. It's
That's
just like,
that's other people. But if
good
you ever tried
God,
to talk
I
to
would
me
not
like
talk
that,
to you like that.
okay, well, I'm making sure you're well aware. Don't you dare. Yeah, that's what I thought.
yeah.
Yeah, just be open-minded. Have a
Be
conversation.
open-handed. Yeah.
Jesus.
Trains,
Scared me.
planes, and automobiles.
Church bells.
Church bells.
Yeah. But no, yeah.
Squirrels.
Okay, I don't think there's any squirrels in the tree.
What if
but
a squirrel fucking just...
Oh, wait.
Anyways.
Then we get to see the really female side of me and scream. And I'll scream.
God.
No,
but
maybe,
yeah.
maybe a spider.
Sorry, we didn't get to do a 420 episode.
That's okay.
Do you,
It was windy.
it was windy. It
bad.
wasn't even good anyways. There was a dog
I
running.
mean,
there was a hold on, time out. There was a
there's
dog running
so
around
much
the
going
entire
on,
time.
yeah.
There was a dog running around. I'm annoyed. I had to go to work.
Yeah.
I was.
I literally checked my phone at one point, and he was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm just checking something." "What are you checking?" And I was like, "Don't worry
Dude,
about it."
we were having probably one of the worst days we've ever had.
You were.
I was. But
And
like,
your energy was putting off me to put me in a frustrated
I
mood
was
at you.
fucking pissed. I was fucking pissed. That
Yeah,
day.
I know you were. Went to go see Sunshine to tear myself up.
Oh, thank God for sunshine.
I know. Thank God for Sunshine.
I saw Sunshine the night before for like a hot second.
Yeah.
And I was out with my buddies who were here for a bachelor party. And she walked up and she had tapped me on the shoulder at first and walked away. And I was like, who the fuck is this
Who's
bitch?
touching me?
And like, what the fuck? And then like she came back and went, oh. And then she's like, all right, I'm leaving, bye. And I was like, all right, we'll see you.
Bye.
Sunshine. Thanks for the booze.
Yes.
When Lisa was out of town. My
Oh,
loneliness.
well, thank you for also putting me in a better mood when Joe was in a pissy mood.
Yeah, sorry.
And also the life advice that Sunshine has given me.
That's
I love her
great.
for that.
I did say this on the last video. It's like, I fucking hate all of you that can fucking have fun on
Yeah, you
420.
did.
Because I can't. Ugh.
Yeah, you were grumpy pants.
Yeah. I
You
need to get a
you were a
job. This
grumpy
is,
old man.
this is also why this is annoying. I'm waiting to get a job. So I'm not doing anything with weed.
Correct.
However, and I used to run my own manufacturing plant. Like, I used to run a manufacturing plant, all those things, where weed was not legal. And every once in a while, one of those people would be like, hey, man, is it okay if, like, you know... And I'd be like, dude, I don't give a flying fuck what you do outside of here. Don't go outside and come back in here like that. But, like, what do you do in your free time? On your free time. But I hated it when they would go get drunk and then come in the next day hungover.
Yes.
Because it's a manufacturing facility and you are putting yourself and your coworkers in jeopardy
And
of
the
getting
company.
hurt.
And the company name
And the
as well.
company. You are just putting, it's a liability. But if you fail a drug test, you can't get a job.
Yeah.
How much fucking sense does that make?
It doesn't.
Stupid as
There's
fuck.
a lot of things that don't make sense.
Stupid. Go get well rested and relax and be less stressful and then come in here happier. Nope. Go get drunk. Take your emotional level down. Get fucking
Oh,
a
no.
temper. Get
No, not your emotional is at the forefront. Then at that point, you're turning off your logical, and you're thinking more with your emotional.
It's just dumb.
It is.
It's just dumb. And it's dumb what we're doing to ourselves.
Agreed.
It's dumb what we're doing to ourselves. And it's dumb what other people are putting on other people.
Yeah.
I did say it harshly, and I said it that one day. I don't know if you want me to say it on here.
I don't quite remember. So
About this. Slavery.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you want to touch on that, whatever.
I mean, I don't know if you really want me to. That's kind of harsh.
Okay, then we can wait till another
I
episode.
mean, I'll say it.
No, we'll wait
What
for
do you
another.
think?
We'll wait for another
All right.
episode.
Just know that I can put some stuff rather brutally.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be like,
Yeah, you were putting the foot down on the pedal, and I was like, "Ugh, okay.
well, I asked. I said, should I keep going? You're like, go ahead. Put the fucking
yeah.
foot through the.
But that's because I was I was frustrated with you, so I was like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah, no, like, I can put some stuff brutal.
Yeah.
And you are going to hate it.
Other people.
Other people would hate it. But then
Right.
they can sit there and be like,
But I also
damn
don't
it,
always. I
you
don't
know?
always agree with you. Yeah.
It's like, damn it, you know? And it's like, I'm sorry. If you really want to be brutal,
Yeah.
I can be.
Yeah.
And
Another time, another day.
just, you know,
Another time, another day. Just don't piss Joe off.
yeah.
And
don't-
especially, really don't piss me off. I'm very kind, but I have another side, and I just don't let that side out. Don't piss me off.
Oh, it's kind of like we said, you know. There's a difference in being nice and being kind.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. Don't be nice.
I'm not nice anymore.
It's a waste of fucking time.
1,000% is.
Be kind.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that is what I am 90% of the time.
Yeah.
The other 5% is sassy. The 1% is I'm an asshole. I just don't let that side out.
I wonder what my percentages are.
I was literally just making that up in my head. I have no idea what my actual percentages are.
I wonder what mine are.
I just know I'm
How much
sassy.
of an asshole percentage do you think I have?
If you're in a really shitty mood, I would say like if like you're in a very very shitty mood, probably about 75 to 90.
Good job. I was going to say the same thing. Like, I can be 90% asshole.
I'm always going to tell you the truth. I'm never going to.
But I am like 1% asshole most of the time.
Correct.
Most of the time.
And I think it depends on the conversation you're having and who you're with.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you realize the body language and the tone, you'll switch it.
Yeah.
Because you'll realize it. And that's the same with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I've had that happen with a couple occasions with some of my best friends.
Yeah.
I said something and I saw the look on their face and I was like, oh, fuck, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we're human.
We're human.
And that's what grace is for.
That's what the best thing about it is. We're human.
Yep. Free will.
Can't mess with anybody's free will.
So free will do weed if you want.
Right. I don't want to end it here because I do kind of want to talk about things going on.
Okay.
And we can put this on another side or just put it on one, whatever.
Just snip it.
So I did talk to the guys over at Holy Grail the other day. They were saying that they believe they were planning on doing a draft, the first day of the
Party type of
draft.
thing. Yeah, Thursday.
yeah. So Thursday, I know that there's a lot of season ticket members that are
Going to the stadium.
going to the
doing
stadium and stuff
something
like that. But if you're not going to the stadium, I have heard through the grapevine that Holy Grail is holding just, you know,
Something.
an event.
Yeah.
I think Mo's going to be there.
Okay.
700 WOW, you know, when he does this whole thing. And I think he's going to be there and some other guests.
Yeah. If not Holy Grail, just go somewhere down there and
Right.
support the city and watch the draft.
Right. It's just, you know, hey,
Stop at our favorite restaurant.
right. It's fun to get out and just enjoy this thing called life.
Yes.
you
I know it's late, but enjoy life a little bit.
They're picking 18. That'll put them around.
It starts at 8 or 7. I don't know what time it fully starts. On WCPL, it starts at 8.
That'll probably put them around.
I don't know. It went to like 11. It went late last year.
It'll probably be around 10:30 by the time they pick. But they picked really late. They picked a whole lot later last year.
Yeah, I know. I was at the stadium until like 11:30 at night.
Right. They'll probably pick around 10:30.
But-
I'm gonna guess 10:30.
Go out either in Kentucky or in Cincinnati and go watch the draft somewhere.
It's a Thursday.
Go
You know?
support local business. Thursday.
It's Thursday. Go have some fun.
Yeah.
You know. And then Friday, we're gonna be up at Midwest Barbecue. We're gonna be supporting Project Game Day.
Yep. From 5 to 7, you can go and buy the new Cincy hat that they're going to
Yeah.
have, as well as some others, I'm assuming. Go see Matt and support Ted through that way.
Yep.
And then the ticketed event is starting at 7, I think. So, yeah, we're going to go support Project Game Day and what they've got going on.
Yep.
I think upcoming we might have some stuff to help support them other ways, too.
Matt,
Bourbon or Matt from Cincy Hat.
I don't care.
Both Matts.
Both Matts, I don't care. You can. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You better be prepared
Oh, God. Okay.
to put your name out there. I may have to come up and talk to you.
Oh, boy.
Kind of like.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like I did at the tattoo,
tattoo
event.
event?
You better be
Okay.
ready, boy.
Yeah.
Better be ready.
Right.
So that's that. That's
Yeah.
Friday. I thought I had something going on Saturday.
You might have something in your personal life, but we don't have anything going on.
I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Do you know what day it is?
No. I literally threw up earlier.
Okay.
Like literally.
Okay.
When I got off the phone with you, I threw up,
I
dude.
believe it.
I am having a tremendous time in life. So keep that in mind when you see me.
Send Joe prayers. He needs good thoughts and good energy.
I am having
Can't do all the praying people.
if you text me and I don't text you back, don't take it personal, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just not in the mood.
Same.
And if you text me and I'm
If you
short,
text me when I'm at work, I'm sorry, I'm not going to respond. You just have to wait till I get out of work.
like
Unless you are one of my core people, which I'm not sorry if you get offended, but I'm priorities.
right, be a conscientious person, please.
Yeah.
If I only reply like very short over and over and over again, guess what that
Just keep
means?
annoying him. No, don't keep annoying him.
Don't annoy me.
No.
Don't annoy me, dude.
No.
That 90% asshole will come out.
Yes, it does.
But yeah,
No, we don't have anything going on Saturday.
do we have anything going on next week?
I don't think so. I don't have my calendar, so I can't tell you.
Great.
I'm
Great.
gonna go with no.
No. Okay. Well, I think that's all we have coming up. We'll figure out some more stuff to do.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
sure.
think we've got a lot in May.
That's fine.
Just waiting for the schedule to come out.
Yep.
We
schedule.
got something in June.
I gotta like figure out where I'm going for the Bengals. You know.
That thing, yeah.
Yeah. And in June or July, I don't really remember, so I don't want to say it yet.
Yeah,
You should also just keep an eye out for Bengal Jim and what he's doing.
that's July.
That's July.
Yeah, because I need to ask you about that.
Yeah. Make sure you're looking at what Bengal Jim's doing in July. It's gonna be pretty big.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty proud of them.
Yeah.
For what they're doing over there. So, take a look at what he's doing.
Yeah.
I think,
Pay attention to what's going on in the Bengals community.
yeah, because there's a lot of cool things coming up here at the Bengals. Plus, I mean, let's be honest.
It's the Bengals.
Well, not only that. They did sign Jake Browning, by the way.
Yes, I know.
Jake Browning season
Called it.
was last year. Sorry, Jake. Joe Burrow is going to take this team
Yes, he is.
to New Orleans
Called it. Called it.
and win.
Called it. Yes, but we are glad to have Jake back.
I am too. Love you, Jake.
And Logan? No, Luke. We also signed a QB3.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really bad. I know his name starts with an L. That's all I saw.
Sorry,
bud.
bud.
No. And he's from Kentucky. Like he's local to I think Frankfurt. That's what I saw Ryan post. He used to be on the Falcons.
I know he's on the Falcons.
Yeah, he was.
Wasn't he on the Titans too?
Yes, you were correct. But yeah, he's local to this the Kentucky area.
Good for you, bud. Make sure you're
Sorry, I
out
don't
there and
remember
you're
your-
doing your job, as in you are going to be the best.
Sorry, I don't remember your name. I was in the process of trying to edit some of our videos
Maybe-
and post them.
Maybe you should go be the best person out there on practice so we know your name.
Yes. No.
Make Joe Burrow be like, thank God for this guy, because one for him, I wouldn't be able to do this.
Could be.
Or one of the receivers.
I also have my brain was split with work and seeing that and trying to clip the clips and
Yeah, I know, it's like all up in here. And
I want to say it's Luke.
It's Luke.
I'm glad you
It's
remember.
Brian.
It's not. I know it's not that. I know it started with an L because I saw the picture and I saw the face and I was like, ooh, that's a good Smolder look.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I don't think so.
Anything else? Okay. I just want to say, make sure you make it up here to Second Story. This bar is
Yes,
pretty cool.
It is very cool. There's some local Bengals. Local. Geez, no, duh, it's local. I've seen Bengals players and their wives come up here a lot. So
Yeah.
you never know who
it's
you
a good
can run
place.
into.
It's a good place. People keep looking at us like we're famous or something. They're like, oh my God, look at these people over there.
No.
Oh my God, they're filming a show.
Oh shit.
Holy crap, they're huge.
Oh gosh. Let's
We suck.
let's not say we're huge. We're not adding to your ego.
I don't have an ego.
Okay.
I'm just confident.
Okay. Yeah, you that cannon.
Hey, that cannon was fucking huge. Did you see that
I
thing?
did.
Jeez.
Anyways.
When it just, could you imagine?
Yeah, we're gonna not go back on that topic.
Fucking huge.
Okay. Anyways, Cincinnati against the world and Kentucky, and we're at the helm.